CBT Naruto.
Don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, throw rock body. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
CBT Naruto at the NFL 2019.
Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And his first pass is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me,
That's
one
defense.
thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Vick again. Eluding the pressure right. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons.
That's an interception defense.
And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely.
Whatever junior quarterback.
So there's a guy lurking.
Let's get it.
Yeah, so
Let's
don't
go.
wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Nice, almost getting in. That was nice.
Pick up a 13, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.
Oh, that was a crazy hit, though.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Right 20! Right 20!
So here's Vic following the interception. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
That's like full house defense.
He'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll make this a second and long. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful. And now they have to deal with second and very long. Vic on second down. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
See, BJ Hill, that's a interception.
Snagging one. You don't see
That's a
that
life,
everywhere.
not see
No,
you.
you don't, but a lot of
Okay,
them
let's
are
go.
reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
We in there. Yeah, we in there. Yeah.
Run. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
190!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception.
Defense, Giants are amazing this game.
They told us
Keep it going, keep doing it.
Meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
first down carry for Barkley. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Kickoff return coverage.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter
Excellent pressure on the quarterback defense.
because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Michael Vick. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
Hey, let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for the Hall of Famer. It's the boss, Jerome Bettis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
That's like a football's defense.
Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Throwing, Vick. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That was about to be another interception. Nice defense, us.
This offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes,
Also was another interception. Nice.
and communicating well, too.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Vick now from the 50. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Nice interception defense.
Haven't even escaped the first half. And
Amazing.
already thrown
I love
4
it.
picks.
One interception in a half. The first one at
Probably
that.
back before you were born,
That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Let's keep it going. Keep going.
But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
That's how we get it done.
Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes our score 17-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
I'll take a full defense by me. Let's get it. Let's go.
He could get out of the backfield.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on his first catch of the game.
We're going to intercept that one too. I know we have 4 interceptions, and that's more than enough, but let's go. Let's get 5. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's keep on getting them.
How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Flushed out right. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
White 20! White 20!
2nd down, Vick. Steps away to his left. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Vick to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor.
Nice sack.
Sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Vic now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now before this first down play,
That was on me. I was nowhere near the receiver on that play.
So
Yeah.
get a chance to talk it over.
Playing around too much. I did it. Like I said, we got 4. Let's get 5. Come on now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down throw coming for Vic. And an alley to run. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
I won't make the mistake twice, though. I won't be playing around too much twice, though. But not make the mistake twice, though. Let's get it. Let's go.
At that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Let's go.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Big hold of the 30. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now hold everything.
Let's run the ball. That look at Jimmy. I see. Let's get it. Let's go.
As they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off. Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. What? 90.
Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
You get your feet in. Come on now. That was perfect.
There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there.
Gotta get your
be a
feet
little
on
bit
that
more
one.
Careful.
Yeah,
Did it really, really
for him,
perfect.
he's got a couple more downs to play with.
Got a perfect execution by us. You just gotta get your feet in.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Brad 38.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
All right, now y'all probably should have thrown it to B, or if the ball was open, just take a field goal. Throw that bounce, take a field goal.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Vic. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10
Nice sack
seconds to go
defense.
before
Amazing.
halftime. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Right 20. Check 93's the mic.
Vic readies to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for the great one, Jerry
That's why.
Rice.
I'm not sure why they didn't intercept that. That was perfect. perfect coverage by me. My goodness.
Hey, let's go.
This will be the final play of the half. Vic. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw on.
Nice.
Pressure. That was for the
Defense.
best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Team.
And now out come the Giants. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Escaping the pressure right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there.
Let's run the
not
ball,
there.
though.
After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Come on, let's go. What?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. I guess no need
Nice
to
running
force
the
it,
ball.
but he can do that
Odell
instead.
Beckham
First
Jr.
down, 18-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Now back to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Nice catch that Barkley. That was
That
amazing.
one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their second pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996, Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also two-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35.
Ohio. Ohio.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go play action here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10.
Nice sack, Marcus Trey. And let's get it. Let's go.
In there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now here's Vick. Incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that
we had like first us on the game defense. Nice. Keep doing it.
Mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah,
maybe we have 5.
Right since
maybe we have at least 4.
But since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, Vick. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up.
It should have been an interception again. I pressed Y again. I'm not sure why they didn't get intercepted again.
Mark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Money back.
That's one team. And played great that game. Didn't necessarily see the stats, but like I said, I know we had at least 4 sacks in the defense, maybe 5. So yeah, we had a man. Yeah, and also team also over now. Also shout out to Tori Kelly's album coming out 2 months and 3 years ago on August 9th, 2019. Today's October 2019. It's her 3rd album called Spot My True Events. It's amazing. Bought it, this whole thing. I love it. It's amazing, like I said. Yeah. Shout out to that. And I just sent my top 5 favorite songs on there. Now that's in this order. that are Coffee, Change Your Mind, Two Places, Pretty Face, and Before the Dawn. Before the Dawn is my first song on the album, and Pretty Face is my second favorite song on the album. Cass. Cass. Tori Kelly fans are going to keep loving and supporting you, so yeah. And also, this song Moneybag is my favorite. This song Moneybag by Cardi B is my favorite song on Cardi B's debut album, Original Privacy, which came out on and that came out on April 6, 2018. So yeah. Like I said, Tori Kelly's album, her third album, it's called Spark About You Events, and it's a third album, and it came out on. Oh yeah, and also it has 16 songs in it, just like her. It has 16 songs on it, like her first album, Brick of Smile, which also has 16 songs on it. So yeah, and Spark About You Events, the third album, came out on August 9, 2019, and today is October 12, 2019. Yeah, it came out 2 months and 3 days ago. All right, and with all that being said. Naruto. Over and out.